Like Mrs. Lattrick said, I am Mrs. Kumler, and I am going to do a reading lesson with you today. And this is just so that we can help other people be better teachers of reading, just like Mrs. Lattrick said, okay? All right. So we're going to pretend like we've already read this book before, okay? And what you're going to do right now, this is what we would do at the beginning of our tier lesson every day. We would read the book that we read yesterday. And you'll do this with your teacher as well. So what I want you to do, so right now you're going to open up and you're going to whisper read traffic. Now when you whisper read it though, you need to whisper like this. Can you show me that you can whisper? Show me a whisper. So you're going to whisper. So I need to barely hear you reading it, okay? If I don't hear any sound at all, then I know that you're not whisper reading. I want to hear you whisper read the book, okay? And I'll always listen to one person read beside me, and I'll take turns with who I listen to every day. All right? Okay, so go ahead and whisper read traffic. Make sure you're whisper reading. So some of you were struggling with this last word on this last page. You notice there's lots of cars lined up. And when we have lots of cars lined up, we call that traffic, when it's hard to get somewhere because there are lots of cars, okay? All right. But if this were our first lesson, you would have already read this story and you would have already known that word, so it wouldn't have been difficult for you, okay? All right. So I'll go ahead and collect those books. Today we are going to be talking about words that have the short letter I sound in them. The short sound of I makes the sound I. Can I hear you say I? I. Like iguana. Iguana makes the it sound at the beginning. So now, then I have a list of words here with the short I sound. I have is, hit, sit, wig, pin, and six. Can you say the short I sound for me again, please? I. Okay. So I have two columns of words. They're different in that in this column, the short I is at the beginning of the word. In this column, the short I is in the middle of the word, okay? So let's see if we can read these words together. Here we go. Is, it, in, hit, sit, wig, pin, six. Okay, I'm going to point to one randomly and see if I can get somebody to sound it out for me. Raise your hand if you know this word. You can tell me what it is. Tyler. Good job, all right. Boom. This one. Yes. Good job. All right. Cole.
Hit.
Fabulous. Armand.
Is.
Good job. And Aubrey.
6.
Super. So you guys know this list. Let's say it one more time. Here we go. Is, it, in, hit, sit, wig, pin, 6. And remember, Aubrey, that has an N on the end of it, so it makes the sound and not the g sound, okay? All right, so it's pin. Okay, so what I want you to remember today as you're going through your story, anytime you come to an I, you need to know that it's probably the short I sound. And the I says it. Can you say it again? It. Just like iguana. All right? Now we're going to take a look at our book for the day. Trade out a color one for a couple of you. Didn't have enough colored copies for everyone, I apologize. So some of you are already reading the title and you're noticing the pictures on the front of the page. The title of this is A Day at the Park. Okay, this book is about two characters named Sam and Jesse. And Sam and Jesse, it looks like, who are they with here, do you think?
Their grandpa?
Their grandpa, and they call him Papa.
And their dog.
Okay, and they have their dog, yeah. You'll get to read about their dog later on in the series as well. Open up to the first page here, because it shows pictures of Sam and Jesse. I like to look at these pictures because I always get confused who Sam is and who Jesse is. Sam, I remember, has short hair. Short and Sam both start with S. Jesse has the longer hair, okay? So Sam and Jesse. Let's turn the page and see what we think that they're doing at the park.
Probably gonna play baseball.
What else do you think they might do at the park? Aubrey said they might play baseball. What else do you think they might do?
Do different stuff.
Like what stuff? What stuff do you do at the park?
Play.
What do you play?
I go on the swings.
You go on the swings? Anybody else? What do you do?
I go on the monkey bars.
You go on the monkey bars?
This is monkey bars.
The monkey bars? What about the slide? I love going on the slide. Do you guys like going on the slide?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see if Sam and Jesse like to do the same things we do at the park. We're just going to look through the pictures, and this is called a picture walk, so that we can get an idea of what's going to happen in the book before we even read it.
Kind of like a museum that has like it shows where everything is.
So Aubrey's noticing on page 2. Is everybody on page 2 with me, please? Page 2. So as Aubrey looks at this page here, she's noticing on page 2 that Jesse is pointing to something. And what did you say it looked like?
Like something at the museum, like a sign at the zoo, because it shows where everything is.
So it's a sign that shows where everything is. You're right. You have something to add? You want to add on to that? Go ahead.
It shows that's the starting place where you go.
It shows you where you go. Okay.
So there's little words right there.
Yes, and it says you are here. So it's showing Jesse where he is in the park. Okay, so this is a map of the park. What does it look like Sam's ready to do?
Baseball.
He's ready to play baseball, isn't he? Turn to the next page.
We actually are going to play baseball.
You're right. Okay. Look at this page. What's going on here?
They're playing baseball.
Is everybody playing baseball?
No.
Who's playing baseball?
Sam and Papa.
Sam and Papa. And who is not? Who else is in the picture? What are they doing?
Jesse and a dog and looking at bugs.
Jesse and the dog are looking at bugs. Why isn't Jesse playing baseball, do you think?
He maybe doesn't like it.
What do you think? Why do you think Jesse's not playing baseball?
Because he always he always keep missing.
You think he keeps missing, so you think maybe he has a hard time playing baseball, so he's playing with bugs instead. Aubrey said maybe,
He doesn't like it.
yeah, maybe he doesn't like it. All right, turn to the next page.
There's something getting like it. Nothing
Hmm.
It looks like they found a car.
Yeah, do those look like new cars?
Yeah, but looks like they're actually different cars. They're
Yeah.
old-time cars.
They're old-time cars. And what is Sam doing and what is Jesse doing?
Jesse's looking at birds.
Mm-hmm. And what's Sam doing?
He wants to get in the car.
Hmm. And I noticed this little sign over to the side. What does it say?
Car show
Today. Car show today. So there's a car show. Does it seem like...
wants to go.
Does Jesse want to go to the car show?
Yeah. No.
Does he or does he not? Does
No,
Jesse want to go to the car show?
No.
How can you tell that he doesn't want to go to the car
Because
show?
all she's doing is looking at animals.
Right. Yeah, easy heat. All right, turn to page 8, page 9.
They're in a car. They're in the car.
They're in one of the cars, aren't they? Who's in the car?
Grandpa and Papa.
Yeah. And what's Jesse doing?
He wants to go on the swing. That's a huge.
He's pointing over to the swings. Do you see him there? Pointing over to the swings. So that still tells me that Jesse is not interested in the cars. Okay, turn to page 10.
He likes them tight. Look, the dog's on the swing.
Brandon, what's going on this page? Okay, who's Grandpa pushing in this swing? Sam or Jesse?
Yes,
Jesse, because remember Jesse has the long hair. See, you're doing the same thing I do, Brandon. I always get confused on that. So now Grandpa and Jesse are doing the swings, but what's Sam doing?
He wants to fly a kite.
He wants to fly a kite. All right, turn to the next page. I don't think these two boys are ever going to do the same thing. Do you?
No.
Now what's going on? What's Sam doing?
He's climbing a tree.
And what's Jesse doing?
He's just running.
All right, next page.
They're both flying. Even the dog is.
Oh, they're both playing tag together. But what's Papa doing?
He's sitting down.
So now who doesn't want to do something? Papa. Why do you think he wants to sit on the bench?
Because he's probably tired.
You think he's probably tired? Good guess. And then turn to the end. They're all eating ice cream, aren't
The
they?
dog's eating Jesse's ice cream.
Exactly. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn back to the beginning of the story. And this is where you're going to whisper read the story on your own. Remember, a whisper sounds like this. Each day I will be listening to someone different read so that I'm not listening to the same person every day and so that I can help that person as they read. So we're all going to whisper read. It doesn't matter who gets done first. It doesn't matter who gets done last, because we all read at different speeds, and that's okay. We know it's not okay to read too fast, right? Because if we read too fast, we don't get it. All right? So go ahead, open up to page 2, and read A Day at the Park. Make sure you're using your whisper reading. those of you that are watching on video, if while I was reading with Aubrey, I would see her making similar mistakes or having trouble with words, this is when I step in as a teacher and help her and help give her some strategies to be a better reader. So I would do that while she was reading to me. Okay.